section 1.2, solving multi-step equations. So in order to solve multi-step equations, first we're going to simplify each side if it's needed. And then we're going to use the inverse operation, like we did in the first section, in section 1.1, to isolate the variable. All right, let's get started. So we're going to solve 2.5x minus 13 plus 2, and we're going to always make sure to check our work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this negative 13, this minus 13, and we're going to undo it by adding 13 to both sides. That will cancel out and make 0. You bring down the 2.5x. Make sure to always line up your equal signs. That's going to equal 15. And now this is a multiplication problem. So again, you're going to do the inverse operation, which means you're going to divide both sides by 2.5. And your answer is going to be 6. Now let's always check your work. When you check your work, you write down your original problem, original equation. Now we're going to substitute. So instead of the x, we're going to put 2.5. Instead of the x, we're going to put times 6 minus 13 equals 2. And 2.5 minus 6 is going to, 2.5 times 6 minus 13 is going to come out to be 2, will equal 2. So you know that it works. Let's go to the next problem. Okay, so now notice there are things on the right side of this equation that we can simplify. So we can collect like terms of these two here. All right, I'm going to bring down my equal sign. I'm going to bring down this negative 12. 9x minus 6x is 3x plus 15. Now I'm going to undo this plus 15. I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides. Bring down my equal sign, try to line them all up. Okay, this crosses out here because that becomes 0. And this is going to be negative 27. Now this is multiplication, so we're going to do the inverse operation, which is division. We're going to divide both sides by 3, and your answer will be negative 9 equals x. Okay, now let's check your work. Negative 12 equals 9x minus 6x plus 15. Now I always write down the original equation, not the simplified kind, the simplified version. So now I'm going to multiply it. Okay, so this will be 9 times negative 9 minus 6 times negative 9 plus 15. Oh, I'm running out of space here. Equals negative 12. Let's scoot it over a little bit. Right? So this is going to be negative 12 is negative 81 plus 54, right? Because negative 6 times negative 9 is 54 plus 15. Okay? So negative 12. Go ahead and use your calculator, it's fine. This is going to come out to be negative 27, good, plus 15. Bring down your equal sign, and you're going to see that negative 12 equals negative 12. So it works. Great job. Okay, so I'm going to want you to work on, we're going to work on monitoring progress 1, 2, and 3. Pause the video, try it on your own, and then come back and check your solutions. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you did this. Let's see, compare your work now with mine. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. And notice how I'm saying it out loud. I'm saying it out loud to help solidify my thinking. I'm going to bring down the 2n and make sure you line up the equal signs. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. So listen to my language so that you can use the same language in class. And that's going to equal negative 3. All right, here. I'm first going to add 11 to both sides. That's going to be negative 10 is going to equal 1/2 times c. And this is a multiplication problem. So we're going to do a division problem. We're going to divide it by 1/2, but when you divide by 1/2, it's the same thing as multiplying it by the reciprocal. So I'm actually multiplying the reciprocal of both sides, which is going to be +2, because this will simplify to c, and this becomes -20. All right, last one. Let's collect like terms here. This becomes -12x plus 12 equals 18. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. These cross out. -12x is going to equal, I'm just moving it over here, it's going to be equal 6. I'm going to divide both sides by -12, and then x is going to equal -1/2. Great job.